You guys alive?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Yer.
Let's get things started. All right. Welcome everybody to another episode of the PlayStation Now and Later podcast. I feel like sometimes I forget what our name is, but I am accompanied by anime analyst. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
What's good, everyone? It's your boy, Anime Analyst, the young Jiggy Ninja. We in the city for today's podcast, so stay tuned.
Yeah.
Hey, what's good, everybody? Back like I never left. We chilling today. It's a chill Saturday. I played in the box today, so that was pretty good.
What you mean you played in the
Yeah.
box?
Wait. What?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's the Smash tournament with 8,000 players.
Like
It's not.
online?
Oh, the box. Yeah, the tournament. Okay. I
Yeah.
thought it completely different.
And then we got this jokester here,
Yo,
Sam.
what's up, y'all?
That's it.
That's it, bro. I don't got an intro. I got nothing to pip out.
I got you. All right, cool. So this is the quarantine edition. So I got a question before we get into things. Is there any one of you guys, and in the chat, let me know. But are you guys like trying to get through a backlog now that we're stuck at home?
I pretty much did everything. Only got two games. Which I'm playing right now. Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Because to be honest with you, when that game came out, I did not like that game.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like it at all. And Three Houses. Everything else is just only other thing I'm looking at right now is Persona 5 is I can finish that when it's time, and then like
Royal
Yakuza,
or
yeah,
normal? Okay.
Royal, and then Yakuza, but like that's the thing I'm just gonna wait on. It's not me like really like, oh, I never started and don't finish. Usually when I play something, I'm the type of person that's like, even if multiple games come out, if I really like that game, I'm gonna finish it from like beginning to end. Like Final Fantasy VII Remake, I already flipped it twice. Cause
Damn, dog.
I haven't
like
even been it once.
That's what I'm saying.
like the day the that week it came, because I was also recording the whole thing, so I was motivated.
Okay.
So I was just like, okay. Then I got to playing it. Then I was like, that's one of my favorite games. Period. Now, but generally when it comes to me, I play whatever I usually get. Besides the anime games, them games get played for like 2 hours, and I turn them off. But like when it comes to like Final Fantasy, Square Enix games, Platinum games, I probably play those till completion. The only game that took me the longest to play through was Astral Chain. That was probably it.
Okay. What about you, Donnie?
I mean, I have been buying some shit that was on sale in terms of games, but kind of basically get the patience to sit through like beginning of games should be boring. And shit just doesn't intrigue me nowadays. Like, can't finish Final Fantasy VII because I'm just bored.
How
Like,
far did you get?
on like chapter 6 or something. I'm early
Okay.
as fuck. But these side quests made me irritated.
The
I
side
feel
quests
you.
in that game are not that good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like they fill the game with a bunch of filler just to make it seem like complete. Like, it's weird.
What about you,
Oh
Sam?
well,
We'll get into that. I didn't even have it,
yeah.
but we'll get into that. What about you,
Okay.
Sam? Remind me if I
So
forget.
I've been playing Final Fantasy Remake. I'm on chapter 9. I just got to the cross-dressing part.
Okay.
Um, uh, I've been playing Animal Crossing a little bit. It's not really my type of game, but I've been giving it a shot. And it's all right. It's still not my type of game, so I don't like play it heavy like a bunch of other people do. But like it's nice to pick up and play sometimes. And I've been playing some old games, specifically like SNES games. I've been playing Super Mario RPG and Donkey Kong Country 2. I actually just 100% Donkey Kong Country 2 yesterday. For like I've
Interesting.
done it mad times before, but yeah, I just had the itch to play Donkey Kong.
Salute.
It's a great game. Some of the best music in video games is in that game. It's
Honestly,
so
they do
good.
slap. They do slap. I'm just cracking, bro. I'm trying to get through Final Fantasy 7 because once I beat that, then I'm gonna start balancing out backlog with P5R. I've literally only beaten Palace 1 and I haven't touched it since. I'm chapter 14 in Final Fantasy 7 remake, so I'm just trying to get through that. And bro, you guys are gonna yell at me. You guys are gonna be mad. My chat's already mad at me. I gotta get through, bro. God of War, bro.
What?
Uh,
You have not played God of War
no,
or
bro.
not beaten it?
No,
Have you
dog.
played it at all?
Yeah. I got the dude with the head. I think I can't even remember what
Okay.
I've done, bro.
Yeah, I know. I know what you're talking about. I know.
But yeah, I
You
like
chop it off the tree.
yeah. So that might be first, cause every time I pick that game up, I'm like, yo, this game's amazing, and then every time like I'm getting back on my PS4, I look at it, and I continue to scroll. I don't know
I
why,
feel
but
that. I have
yeah.
games like that. Horizon Zero Dawn,
Yep.
I literally haven't played at all.
At
Like I
all?
haven't even started it. Yeah, I haven't
Wow.
started
I started it.
it.
I was like, wow, this game is amazing. Like I was literally like drooling over it, and it's the same concept. I don't know what it is, but I definitely want to get back to it. I 100% want to get back to it. But cool. So everybody, for the most, well, I guess I'm the only one that's trying to get through a backlog. I guess because I'm like, you guys make me sound like I'm the only one there's no way you guys have beaten every single thing besides one or two. I don't know. I find that crazy.
Well, let me say it like this then. Like, there's everything. There's some games that's like they're in their backlog, and there's some games that you just like. You probably don't like them, right?
Yeah.
So like, obviously, like I've said this multiple times. Like, I only like one or two Souls like games, right? So for me, like, yo, I could say those are in my backlog, but like at the end of the day, I'm probably never gonna touch anyone besides Sekiro or Bloodborne. Like that's just me. But like the games I really want to know the story for, like, or like stuff that's coming out that I know it pertains to, like I'm pretty much caught up in most part. Like, and there's some things that just never appealed to me. Like
I feel you.
I actually never played through Uncharted 4 all the way.
Oh, I didn't even try to play story mode. I went straight to online.
You're bugging. But Uncharted 4 has a little bit too much padding in the story mode, honestly. There's like some parts that are just like if they cut it out, it would have made the game feel much more concise and better, which is why like at first when that game came out, I was like, this might be as good as two. But now that I think about it in hindsight, I'm like, nah, two just like it felt so good going through the entire game. But in four, there was like some rough spots.
I just never. I didn't play much of the story modes with the other ones, so like I just didn't think it would make too much sense for me. But a game. Oh, God of War. I need to get through Last of Us. I haven't beat Last of Us. I've played it. I can at least comfortably say I've played through it a little bit, and I had intentions of beating it, but I don't understand what. Anyways, I'm gonna beat that. I'm gonna beat
Are you
that
going to get the second one?
probably, but I'm probably
Have
not
you all
gonna
been
touch it.
spoiled?
I have no. I haven't. I haven't.
I looked
Okay.
at the spoil. I
I
don't
looked
care
at them
about.
too.
Oh, we gotta
I
talk.
don't.
See,
I
I do
didn't
it's
even
like
put
not
that
care
on
about
the.
I'm
their
not going
story
to talk about. It. I'm
mode.
not going to talk about them at all. But yeah, I've seen them.
Yeah, we're not talking about the spoilers, but
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
we'll
yeah.
talk.
me
Yeah,
per
I'll talk about something. Yeah.
me personally, I dislike that game heavy, so I don't really
Love
care.
the first one. I love the first one, but I
Like,
understand why people don't really mess with it.
besides the story is godly, right?
Hmm.
The gameplay cycle is what irritated me playing through that game. It's still solid for what it is, but I'm like, there's other Naughty Dog games I would rather play. That's just me. I don't know, but I'm not the big fan of The Last of Us, so I didn't really care about two like that unless. And then I saw the leaks, and then I was like, okay, yeah,
I
but
didn't. I don't even know much of the story. Like, I didn't play enough to get a full grasp of the story. So like, all these things I see don't make any sense to me. So I gotta get that figured out. How long is it? Like a 20-25 hour?
Nah, so Last of Us is like 15 hours max.
Oh,
You
really?
crush
Even
that game,
shorter?
yeah.
Then yo, because
Hmm.
yeah, okay, bet. I'm
The
liking
multiplayer
short
of that game
games.
would be really crazy.
Yes, I. That's what I would. I want to get. I like the multiplayer. So whenever you say you don't like the gameplay cycle, it's the multiplayer is based off of it, and I know the multiplayer how that kind of works. So I think it's great.
Yeah,
I
it's a
think it's
little
cool.
slower though in story mode.
Story mode, yeah, makes sense. Yeah, I think I remember that honestly. But all right, cool. I gotta get through Final Fantasy. Once that happens, I'm gonna feel so free.
To be honest with you, sorry before we go to the next part.
You good.
With Final Fantasy VII, I will say there's one chapter that really feels like padding to me, and that's not till like chapter 12. That chapter was probably.
Which one is
Yeah.
that?
I think it's the one where you're in the lab with Hojo and you just like trying to climb up to get him and all that, and then you fight that boss at the end, the centipede. Like that chapter, I despise chapters. I hate when Square Enix does chapters like that. They did that in 15 as well.
I can't even.
15 was way worse.
Hey, bro, 13, I wanted to shoot myself. Or was it 16? Yeah. One of them in 15.
15 was the one with Noctis. 13 was with Lightning.
No. Yeah, I'm talking about 15. I've only played 15. But there was the one chapter where it's like a puzzle trying to... Oh, it was awful. It was so mad.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But, like, I feel like if you get past chapters... Because I also learned the side quest. I like the side quests in 7 because they all lead to something at the end that's very rewarding. But towards, like, end game... You kind of don't want to do the side quest because you just like, no, I just want to get to the next part.
That's where I'm at at the height of, because chapter 14 is kind of long. There was like, they opened up a bunch of them. They didn't give them to you right away when you get the chocobo shit. I was like, okay. I didn't do it for the first time. I didn't do all of them. I think I skipped out on like 3 total. I was like, this is annoying. I was gonna say, you were talking about a chapter. I was like, I did not fight that. I don't know what you're talking about because I'm on 14. So.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but
no, you good. But anyway, let's move on, real quick. What's the next game you guys want to purchase? And I don't, even if you can't think of everything coming out, what is like on your mind of the next thing you're about to buy?
There's 2 games on my mind. So the first game, I think this one comes out before the second game. I say so. Last of Us 2, I'm obviously about to buy, but I really want to buy SpongeBob. I am like, so because as a kid I was a huge SpongeBob fan, but I wasn't a fan of the video games. Like, not that I didn't not that I hated them, I just never played them.
Yeah.
Like, because my older brothers were always like, if it's a video game based on like a TV show, it's probably trash. But Battle of Bikini Bottom was not that, and I wasn't hit when I was a kid. So now I'm really excited to sit there and play the game. I've seen like LPs of it and stuff like that, so I know I'm going to enjoy it. But
I feel that. Dupe's hype for excited. That shit.
Me? Ghost of Tsushima. That's one.
There you go.
Right. Oh, and Xenoblade. I've been on a Xenoblade high. Like, the stories to these games, like, the story is OD. Like, and I actually played Xenoblade. Okay, I was really stupid when that game came out. Because I actually paid the overpriced version that GameStop had and lost it the same day.
Oh my god!
Like, I was coming home from school and I lost it on the bus the same day.
That's devastating as a kid.
So like at that time I was like, dang, that's just the L, bro, because I ain't getting no more money till
exactly
the end of the summer or something. So I was like, whatever. And then I ended up getting a 3DS version, and I was like, man, I don't want to play this on no 3DS. I ain't want to play this. I was like, I don't want to play this on no 3DS. So I was like, sold my 3DS. And then I was like, man, I really want to play Xeno. My favorite Xenoblade game is X, though. But they're porting the Definitive Edition. I'm really excited for that. So
I mean, speaking of, you were talking about earlier, I'm going home tomorrow, and I wasn't gonna bring my PS4, but I think I am, regardless, because like I think about playing Xenoblade 2. I didn't really like it at the start. I kept playing it, and I'm like, I don't know, this is not that bad. What happens when I got stuck, so I got mad, and I'm like, I don't feel like playing this damn shit anymore. And then I get unstuck, and I'm like, this isn't bad. So I might chip away at it again. Me, I mean, I guess Last of Us, I need to play 1 to get like myself hyped, because like right now I don't know anything that's going on, like I said. So, but I mean, when I look at the list, I Really, off the top of my head, that's like really it. So, I guess that's it.
I can't really think of anything that comes out in May off the top of my head. I'm sure there's
I mean,
something, but I can't think of anything.
yeah, nothing. We'll see, nothing that like you've been anticipating. If anything, it'll be like a chance
I
buy.
guess, yeah, something random I see.
Exactly. So, all right, let's get into these topics. So, real quick though, just some announcements. Summer Games 2020 from May until August. We'll get into that a little bit later. But that is essentially Jeff Keighley's substitution for E3, and I guess really everything because Tokyo Game Show is canceled, but that's going to be a digital event. Whereas Paris Games Week is also canceled, but they haven't said anything about a digital event. So that's that. Evo 2020 canceled, even though that was inevitable. And then GDC Summer, not that most of us care, that's going digital. So
What
Well,
about Gamescom? Isn't Gamescom also going digital?
Gamescom, I don't
Like, isn't
know.
that bad part of the festival?
I don't know, because that's the thing. It's like TGS is having its own thing. It's not really the Summer Games, so I'm actually not sure. I did see it. It's obviously canceled. Now I can't remember. I feel like I saw something.
I feel like it's partnered with the Summer Games, and it's like the
Yeah.
last event.
Yeah.
Because Keighley normally is there, I think,
Exactly.
for Gamescom.
Yeah. So he wasn't going to E3, but he announced that he was going to Gamescom 2020. So that would make sense. Let me see.
well,
Quick Google search.
Evo is canceled IRL, but online it's still happening online.
And it's better be terrible for certain games.
Don't even make
To
sense.
be honest, it needs to be.
Yeah, for sure. It makes the developers see how garbage their online is.
I need somebody at Smash Grand Finals to just unplug it. I just need them to unplug it. Like, and they get to working on that road. I don't know what they gonna do. I just need Sakurai to just see that. I hope MK Leo just be like, "Oh, I'm about to win." Disconnected from lobby. Please hit X to continue. That's what I need to see pop up on the screen.
Oh
Any
my God.
top 8 Smash that happens where like the Smash logo starts spinning on the bottom right hand corner.
That's
It's gonna
funny.
be crazy.
That's hilarious. I didn't know it was going online, so that's news to me. Interesting. Oh man. All right. Well, let's get into these topics. So I have it split with the topics and then the upcoming / recent announcements. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go back and forth. We'll talk about a few upcoming games, recent announcements, and then we'll get into some topics. But so just to name off a few upcoming stuff that's been announced. So I just literally saw this today. Crucible. I think it's made by Amazon. Any of you guys were aware of this?
I think I've heard of it on like GameScoop or something like that, like some IGN podcast.
That sounds like a pie.
It's like think a Paragon, and yeah, I think that's the best way to put it.
You didn't just turn me off that fast.
I mean, I was looking at it. I was like, I mean, I'd be looking for those type of games recently. Like I kind of recently.
It's free to play, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be free to play. Yeah.
Okay, I kind of messed with it because of like the Monster Hunter cat.
Yes. And then that's coming out May 20th. So right now it's only PC. So we'll see where that goes. I guess. No, we'll talk about that later. See, Doob's not here. We'll hold us, see if he makes it. He said 7:30, but I don't know. We'll hold this. SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom rehydrated June 23rd. Hype. And then last one before we swap. Does anybody, I don't know about you guys, Wonderful 101 Remastered. I never played this game. I don't even really know what it is.
It doesn't work.
What does that mean?
When I put it on PlayStation, if you were a backer, it doesn't launch.
Damn.
Wonderful 101?
Yeah.
Wasn't that a Wii U game?
That's what I was thinking in my head.
It's on PlayStation, it's on Switch, it's on PC.
Really? I didn't know that.
See, what happened was Platinum Games did a Kickstarter, and instead of just getting it, Nintendo was like, "Oh, if you're gonna do it, you gotta do it by us." You know, that's what people were speculating, right? So then Platinum Games came out and they was like, "Look, y'all want this game? Drop that bread in this Kickstarter." So then they had different tiers. It was like Nintendo Switch, PS4, PC. And then it beat all the odds. It got all the way up to the top, like the Ultimate Founders Edition. So
This isn't remastered. This is the base game, right? You're talking about.
for 101.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the same thing. Yeah.
Oh, the remastered, and then you're talking about remastered, and it's getting remastered because of the Kickstarter.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, that's delayed to June 30th. So there's that. All right, let's get into these topics. The boy Phil Spencer Xbox gameplay event happened. I don't even know what day that was. Last Thursday, I think.
It was a couple days
So
ago.
let's. Any initial thoughts?
I'll keep it 100% honest. I did not watch it, but I heard that there was no gameplay and that it was just a bunch of in-engine videos. And most of the games were like not even that. Like there was Madden, there was and Assassin's Creed. Those were like the two big games, and the rest were like these more smaller games from what I saw, like Call of the Sea and stuff like
Yeah.
What happened? From the Xbox event?
Just initial thoughts.
Oh, well, I gave it for me, when it comes to console reveals, I like to see if there's a game for everyone, right? Like, is there something to play that everybody can get into, get involved? And however, the thing about it is that I know that Xbox announced that they're going to be doing this monthly till the launch of it, I believe, or some type of inside
Yeah.
Xbox event.
that.
So, for right now, what they showed, low key, besides like they got a lot more games so far than they did when they launched for Xbox One, because like the variety's there. Like you had the Bright Memory game, the shooter. That was
Hmm.
pretty. That was pretty cool. I ain't gonna lie.
You
That
talking about
was
the
cool.
Chinese one, bro?
It looks cool.
The
That's
Chinese one, the
how the
very
hell they
first
say it
game
was
they
made by
showed.
one person.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering
Not one
too.
Where the
person. So
hell's
he was,
where
he
the
was in his
hell's
crib.
what's that shit we got on PlayStation that Sony picked up?
Lost Soul Aside.
Yeah, where the hell that shit at? Come on, bro.
I
That's
don't
one
know
person
where
too.
he at. I don't know where he at. He been gone, bro. He has not been. Soon as Kingdom Hearts 3 came out, he disappeared. Like,
He's letting it die down.
yeah, he waiting. That's gonna be a PS5 launch game. But then they had Scarlet
Whoa.
next.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
What?
I was
Oh,
gonna.
to say.
Yeah.
I'll just say the score. I gave it like a 6.5. The Assassin's Creed bit hurt me. I was upset about that.
Bro, so I was watching. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I just want to point this out. I was watching it on a walk, and I just finished it. And as soon as the Assassin's Creed part came up, I just turned it off. I'm like, I do not care. Like, and then next thing I know, they didn't really even show gameplay. So I'm like, okay, I didn't miss anything.
Especially because they were hyping up Assassin's Creed as being the game there. You would think that if any game were to sit there and have someone playing it, it'd be
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed, but no, it was nothing. But I do agree with Yaya that they did show a good variety. They showed like a first-person shooter, a puzzle, artsy type game. They showed Assassin's Creed, a sports game, and then I don't even
Yeah,
remember what
horror.
the other one.
They had two horror games. They had an anime game.
Yeah, they had the anime game. I completely forgot about the anime game. They're definitely trying to like expand their user base.
Mm-hmm. Donnie, thoughts?
Good. I mean, I don't really have an opinion in this particular. I mean,
Did you watch it?
nah.
I feel you.
He was like, I'm sleep.
I didn't watch it live. Like I said, I mean, I watched it like an hour or two afterwards, but I did not have any push to watch it live, and I didn't really. Yeah, it wasn't really. So I mean, people were mad the way that they were marketing it at the tail end of like when it was about to come out, and if I switch real quick.
It was clickbait.
Yeah,
I kind of agree on that.
I didn't even have my face. If you look at this, some guy, he was like Xbox stress. So he's like showing how they said in their own post, they said giving you a first look at next gen gameplay trailers and sneak peeks. But then Aaron Greenberg, who the guy who was like hyping it up, this guy's a clown, honestly. He goes, had we not said anything and just shown May inside Xbox show like we did last month, I suspect reactions might have been different. Clearly we set some wrong expectations and that's on us. So like they're agreeing that they set expectations incorrectly. And it's just funny because the video was like gameplay reveal. And the way they were like marketing was as if it was about to be all gameplay, but really you saw, I think we had Scarlet Nexus was gameplay. Bro, I can't even think of anything else.
Well, let's put it like this: you had gameplay on Scarlet Nexus,
And then you had in-engine stuff.
Yeah, in-engine stuff.
That wasn't like gameplay; it was like a video.
Yeah. You got the two horror games got gameplay. They were tidbits, but like it's a horror game, so like showing off like it's like trying to demo Animal Crossing. You get what I'm saying? Like you would be spoiling it if you demo it off a certain way, or like they have to have it in a certain like if you ever watch the Outlast trailer and they just show like sections of like things him falling, and just they cut it a lot because like I feel like when Nintendo when they demo Animal Crossing is very weird to me. It's very dry every time it pops up on screen to me. And I feel like that's what happens with horror games too. Because if you show too much, you spoil. If you show too little, why should I buy it? So I feel like with the horror game trailers, they did show the characters. They use dynamic camera angles, like in-engine stuff, to show off the trailers. But a lot of people don't really understand that concept of how like trailers vary depending on company and game. I do agree with the uproar that they ain't showing no gameplay like they said they were. Like I was thinking they were gonna do like have a guy on stage and then play this game for like 5 or 10 minutes. They didn't do that, and that's where everybody's like triggered. So I understand. And an Assassin's Creed montage was petty. That was so petty.
So what did they do? Because I don't know what they did.
It was a montage. Imagine like
the game.
It was a montage of like the game, but like they was only showing the character like walk and jump.
Oh,
and it was like one takedown. Yeah, so it was just like it was like that first Sekiro trailer, but with less of everything from the trailer.
Yeah. So
yeah, they be doing some weird marketing stuff. Shit, don't be adding up.
And then the Aaron Gruber guy, like I remember I saw his tweet. He's like, when you see this logo, it means the gameplay was enhanced by Xbox Series X. But like when you think about it, what did they show that looked? It all looked like it could run on a PS4. Am I wrong?
I wouldn't say it could run on a PS4, but I think it's just we're kind of at that point where graphics aren't actually leveling up so much that like it's a noticeable difference. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if you go from PS2 to PS3, that's a noticeable difference. PS3 to PS4, it's like noticeable, but like it's not as noticeable even still compared to PS2 to PS3. Like there's some launch PS4 games that you'd be like, this could probably run on a PS3 if you try hard enough.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
For sure. I guess.
The problem, okay, so my expectation was probably different, right? Because when they said that logo was gonna pop up and he has that as his profile picture, I was thinking it was gonna show like some PS4, Xbox One games that will be getting ported or enhanced versions of it in the like. It could have been like a 30-second montage or a minute of like various games getting the boost. So like I was thinking like, oh, this is gonna be perfect to show off Final Fantasy VII Remake on Xbox Series X because they're not getting it till next year, right? Mm-hmm. So I was thinking they're gonna do stuff like that, throw that on there, show Destiny 2 in hand. I don't know, stuff like that. They didn't do that either.
I think that the only games that are going to be quote unquote enhanced are like the ones that have that smart delivery service thing going on, where like if you buy, you know, the Xbox One version of the game, it's kind of like cross-buy that PlayStation used to have.
Yeah.
Like you buy the Xbox One version, you get the Xbox Series X version. And like those are enhanced by the Series X, but I don't think like every game. It's not like the PS4 to PS4 Pro enhanced or the Xbox One to Xbox One X.
I wouldn't say that just because it's on smart delivery means it's going to be enhanced. Because again, I believe that's on the developer.
Yeah,
So
most likely is
yeah,
going
that
over.
Microsoft can put up the money to give you both, but if the developers themselves don't enhance it, you're gonna get the same exact thing. But I mean, it doesn't matter. Like that's fine. The fact that I can, if I buy a brand new console and I can play my other games, I don't gotta like plug in the other one or whatever. That's cool. That's cool enough. So,
Hmm.
um, so like Yaya said, they did say that they have news plans for every month of 2020 moving forward, and the start of this was their Inside Xbox May event. So, regardless, out of all the games they showed, I believe they had 2 to 3, no more than 3 actual exclusives. The rest of the games that they showed are all coming to other platforms.
Does that include these like other platforms as in PC or like also PlayStation?
PS4,
PlayStation,
PlayStation,
yeah,
PS4. Okay, okay.
and
PS4,
PS5.
and PS5, obviously. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
I think
Same difference.
Scorn is exclusive. Trying to look. There's like one other one. What was the other? It was Scorn, and then there was like one other game. Man, I forget.
I can't remember the
It was
other
like another
game.
like horror-y esque type of game. The one that was it was like 2 weird ones.
Yeah, I couldn't remember the name of it, but you was walking around as the character. I don't know. I can't remember the name of it.
We
Oh,
don't
didn't that game Vampire also get shown?
That
Vampire,
too.
yeah.
Yep.
Is that one of the
Vampire.
exclusives?
No, I don't think so. I don't
Oh,
think so.
The Scorn
No.
game, Ray, to answer your question, we don't know what it is. There's a the I'm pretty sure the exclusives that they showed, we don't know what they are because they didn't show us anything.
yes, that one's Zenpai. Whatever the name of that game is.
Oh, you could see 2 world. Are you talking about Deep Chorus?
I think that's one of
Course
them.
is a game. Yeah,
Chorus
Course is
is
one of the names.
is all platforms though, even Stadia.
Even Stadia.
I had to throw that out there. I mean, at the end of the day, because not all of these are coming to Stadia, so when it does come to Stadia, I feel like that's something.
Yeah, I guess.
So that's that. So kind of trying to keep the same trend in a sense. I want to talk about this, and then we'll talk about the 2 competitors. So PS5, what was it? Was this last month? Was this
Yeah,
they
something like
relieved
that. They show the controller.
the controller? So we didn't get to talk about it. So does
I don't think
anybody
so.
have thought? I think we talked about it in our
Yeah,
DMs.
chat. Yeah.
So thoughts on the DualSense? Let's start with Donnie.
Is he here?
I don't know. Don't look like
Yeah.
Man,
it.
Knox, bro.
This man Donnie sleep.
All right, yeah.
No, what you want me to do? Because Donnie just blew me.
I don't know. Oh,
I
the
mean,
dual
I can talk
sense.
about the controller.
Wait, what you want me to talk
I like
about?
it. I like it.
You like it?
I mean, I want all black, but I feel like it'll match the console. But we have yet to see that. But people need to trust in Sony. They've been making the best controllers forever, so just believe.
Yeah. You go and then I'll
All right. The controller, I ain't rocking with it.
Oof.
I ain't rocking with it. the clear buttons remind me of the Vita. Don't like it.
That.
Don't like it. Never liked clear buttons. Never liked clear. Like I use arcade sticks on the daily. I hate clear buttons. Like I will drop if I buy a new stick, I will drop the $20. Oh, I just won't buy the stick. that's how difficult I am with it. Clear buttons do not rock with me. The design of it is pretty cool, I guess. I hate the D pad. I don't. I want them to work on the D pad. I don't like PlayStation D pads. I
Probably
can't.
one of the more responsive ones, considering it's actual buttons and not
Yeah.
one piece of like
Plastic.
shit.
See, that's true, but at the same time, in certain instances, that's people that there's even
Man,
like actual.
once you say at the same, but at the same time, that means you recognize that shit dope,
See,
but you just trying to say
well, no, no,
something in
no.
the
I'm,
middle.
I'm saying it just to be nice. That shit kind of garbage. If I'm being real with you, but like compared to the Xbox controller, like I don't know. I like the Xbox D-pad way more. I need them to like step up on like. I hate Mortal Kombat is worse on PlayStation, and I hate it because it's the biggest install base now. Because and you have to deal with that D-pad. So that's one instance for me where like I just despise the D-pad.
So which D-pad do you like? You like the Xboxes?
I like the Xboxes a lot.
I can't even remember what that shit feels like.
It kind of clicky. It's like sort of indented on the bottom. There's like barely any Xbox games where you're about to use it. That doesn't even matter. And also the positioning where it is just to me feels uncomfortable to use a
That
D-pad.
yeah. How could you
But
use a
not at all.
D-pad like Xbox location D-pad on a fighting game? That sounds crazy to me.
That's because since the game, all right. So some games have this thing called control check or release check, and what that means is like when you hit the input, and you probably have done it in Mortal Kombat, you probably been frustrated by it, and it's only apparent with PlayStation. The Switch version, Switch D-pad sucks. Apparent like the Joy Cons,
Oh yeah, yeah,
Oh
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
but like in Mortal Kombat for NetherRealm games and most other fighting games with the D-pad, you have release check, and when you have release check, the moves don't come out properly. So you'll probably be in training mode like, bro, I'm doing this and it's not coming out. Like, what's going on? So like that's the problem with that's another apparent problem with the D-pad because everything's not all together. So like even if you try to do like say if you try to do a Doken motion right on this D-pad, what's the problem with the PlayStation D-pad and why there's a lot of people there's a study with it that a lot of people don't even use the D-pad anymore. They use the analog stick because since there's so much of a gap in between the two, the D-pad, it would just drop the whole input all entirely. So
I mean, I can understand the arcade because I'm remembering now the where the Xbox how it's like connected, but the location of it, like Becco in the chat says, it just wouldn't work.
but it do work. That's the
See,
thing.
so that's when it comes to preference. So I don't care
Well,
about this
yeah.
study
Like,
shit.
well, I mean, okay, if that's the case, then cool. But like
I'm just fucking. I'm
overall,
joking.
I just need an all black controller. That's
I
that.
mean, they're
I
gonna have
rock.
colors, and then like we said, like Donnie said, we do gotta wait for the console. I mean, when I see white, do you guys think it'd be a white control or console from the jump?
I think it's going to be two different colors for the way it looks. That's how I would
It's gonna
Yeah,
expect it
be
to be.
inversed Oreo. That's what it's gonna be. It's gonna
I
be
wonder if
white.
they're going to keep that slab look that they got.
It's gonna be glossy finish on the top, and then probably like a black PlayStation logo or gray, whatever they do.
I feel you.
And then around the ring is gonna light up blue.
I just want to see. I know this is one. I want to see what the PlayStation 5 actually looks like, but two, I want to see what the Xbox Series X looks like in person because that thing looks like a computer tower, and like
I
I
mean,
want to know how it looks next to a TV because like throughout like just the history of like mankind, every single time that you put something next to a TV, like whether it be a VCR, a DVD player, or whatever, that thing's always horizontal. This is like the first time you're like forced to not have like you're forced to make that thing vertical, and
set
I
up.
want to I want
Yeah,
to know how it's gonna work out.
you can't like if you have like shelves, you can't like put it in there. You got to put it on
Yeah,
the
you
top
can't.
of it
You gotta
now.
put it on top next to the thing, like next to the TV, and that may or may not look nice depending on your setup.
Yeah, it's really dependent on your setup. But I like the controller, like Becco said as well. I think I like how has a new feel, and I mean I'm not even stressed about the colors. I think the white and black, I think it looks cool, but I also know that we're obviously gonna get other colors. And what actually really makes me excited too is these colors that we're gonna get are gonna be even like way different. Like you know how it took like what like 4 or 5 years for them to finally give us different types of colors, like the blue and whatnot. Maybe that's a little
Like the
exaggeration.
orange with like
Yeah,
the
I
The different
feel
color bottom.
something about it makes me feel like we're gonna get that earlier, and maybe it's because it's gonna be coming out in two colors. So like we'll get two at a time in a sense. Obviously, it's not the full thing, but I just feel like the new different colors are gonna be pretty interesting. Now that we have a dually colored controller, this is the first time I feel like we've ever had a controller base be two different colors.
I
Yeah,
just
That'd be
for
want to
cool.
see
PlayStation.
what they got, bro. That's what I'm trying to see.
You said
What
what?
Sony? I'm trying to see what Sony rocking with on launch. Like that's what I want to
It's a
know.
great way to segment. So I mean, we don't know much about it, but oh god, I looked at the Xbox stream. It was 67% dislikes,
Oh yeah.
and then they had they like had a 27-minute version where they did less talking. That one was like 39% like dislikes. I was like, holy. So and then we look at the PS5, just a simple controller reveal video. It was like 97%. So what are y'all thoughts right now? PS5 versus Xbox, even though we don't got much going on.
I think PlayStation's going too slow at this point. Like I understand that Xbox, like they're not they're not doing anything so far that really puts them ahead. So like it's not that bad that PlayStation is not doing anything, but the fact they're not doing anything right now is kind of worrisome because if we're trying to think that this thing's coming out this year, holiday season, that means it's coming out in November. And if it's coming out in November, we got 6 months until this thing actually comes out and we know nothing about it. Like absolutely nothing really. Like we know like the internals and things like that and like these quote unquote features that they got, but we don't actually like see it in action at all. Like we don't know what any single game looks like. We haven't seen like the controller in someone's hand or like what we haven't even seen a console or anything like that. So I feel like they're going a little too slow, but I don't think they've really lost any ground where it's much of a problem. And I think most people are kind of just waiting for games to be announced for it.
If you remember at the PS5, or like whenever Cerny had his little talk, he
His little
kept
text done.
yeah he kept referring to a teardown. You remember that? He was like, We'll show you in the teardown. We'll show you in the teardown." So it's like I'm wondering now. All right, so so you have that plan, but what about the games? Now the rumor is June, early June. There's supposed to be something dealing with PS4, 5. So we'll see if that holds true. But that it would make sense. I mean, and then this summer games is May till August. So at the end, Sony's we'll talk about that in a little bit. But yeah. So I guess we got to see. And I like what you said. I agree. It's like this is a time when Xbox could have thrown out some heat and made Sony nervous. But I swear after that stream, they're like, oh, we're fine. They're like, oh, there's no rush.
Gucci.
Oh man.
I think also just the world has shifted so much since like since the Xbox since the Scarlet became the Xbox Series X to now that's like there's way more like logistical things going on that can like make Sony not have enough units or Xbox not have enough units. So like the launch might just be messed up for both sides on like completely like circumstances they couldn't even control. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like maybe they had tons of games ready, but now they might not be ready, or they might not have nearly as much supply in the consoles when it actually comes out. So both of the launches might be slow. So we'll see how it ends up being.
I find it funny that neither are saying anything about
Yeah,
production
I know.
stuff.
hmm
But then Sony go like, "Yo, this ain't finna hurt us though."
I swear I
Like,
saw that too.
I was
They
like,
they said that they're still planning on launching and everything, but you'd be like I'd be surprised if the stock is going to be as much as they had for like
For sure.
the PS4. You know what I
Uh
mean?
st-
Like the stock might be a problem at first. We'll see how it goes, but
Goodness
it'll be
gracious.
interesting.
Like we just need to see it, bro. They just like I'm all for waiting. I'm all for like yeah, but like all right, man. We'll see. Summer games they I think they'll be talking with between now and August. There's gonna I mean that would be crazy if they didn't, but I I I feel pretty good about something in early June. if we could get something early, that'd be even better though.
I feel like if we did, we might already probably have known. Maybe. I mean, it's only the start of May. Actually, we're almost halfway through May. It's like
What?
the
It's the
10th
It's the
tomorrow.
9th.
Close
We
to
just
almost
started.
halfway. Almost halfway.
A
That's
week is
almost
7
halfway.
days. A week is
Yeah,
7 days.
that's
We're 2
almost
days past the week, and you
right.
saying we're halfway. We got 3 weeks
Almost
left.
halfway. No, I said almost halfway. Almost halfway. Tomorrow's the 10th. 5 more days. You're halfway. You're almost halfway.
Yeah,
No,
all
bro,
right.
that ain't
You're
gotta be
almost
word.
halfway. That's like 40% of the month done. You're almost halfway. Almost. I didn't say we
We at
were. We're almost.
15% right now.
We're not at 15%. What you mean? There's 31
All right,
days. We're at the 9th.
23.
Is that actual math? Like,
No, it's
like,
not actually, man. I'm throwing out
I'm about to
numbers.
say, damn, you good.
All right, let's talk about some games. Last of Us 2, June 19th.
yes,
Who's all copping?
I'm confident day one.
I'm staying at the store till I see Last of Us 2 remastered for $20. That's the way.
You said you too, Donnie?
See you in 2025. No, I mean, like you gonna be at Walmart. How they have this glass, the games behind the glass, but we're gonna get you out of there.
Are you a Last of Us fan?
I mean, yeah, I think the first one was like something that I feel like the second one could never rival the first one, but it could just have a great story. But I heard that shit was trash, but I ain't spoiled myself. So.
Yeah. So I didn't want to not talk about the spoilers, but so Sam, you said you looked at some of them.
I saw like I didn't see any of the videos or anything like that. I just saw like this Reddit post that was like 2 sentences long. That's all I saw.
What did it
And
say?
so I know the gist. I'm not going to say it.
about the leak. Okay, I thought
Yeah,
okay, yeah.
I'm not going to say it because there were like major spoilers in there. But just with those spoilers, I can't make I can't judge what the story's going to be like because doing what the spoiler said would still like it could still make a good story. Like it all depends on how the events actually transpire in the
Yeah.
game and like conversations and stuff like that. Like I can't judge if it's good or bad off of 2 sentences.
I feel that. Someone in my Discord who's a big Last of Us fan literally watched and looked at all of the leaks. So before I even get to continue, to me that seems weird. If you want to get the game and you just start engrossing yourself entirely in the leaks, do y'all think anything weird about that, or do you think it's it's whatever?
So I love the game. I love the first one. It's one of my favorite games ever. And so I was debating on whether to see leaks, but I saw that it was such a divisive thing that I want to at least know a little bit about why people were going like that, but I didn't want to see like everything because to me, like even knowing certain plot points of a game or a story, if I don't know how those plot points went from A to B, I can still find enjoyment in how that happened. So I
Exactly.
wasn't like I wasn't tripping too much about it. But if I saw like the cutscenes and all the in-depth leaks that I'm sure are out there, yeah, I don't know why I wouldn't do that if I was like a big fan of something. And I didn't do it for this because I am a big fan of this.
Yaya or Donnie, you guys have any thoughts on that?
I mean, the people. I feel like it's kind of like, how deep could you be into The Last of Us? Like the shit is. This cat talking about what platform did you see that guy's comment?
I saw it on Reddit.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, these Reddit cats be going OD. So I mean, I gotta take that with a grain of salt.
Right.
But what about? So that's what I thought at first, but then because I didn't even realize it was on the scale of there's videos of Last of Us 2.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's full videos of everything that the person that leaked it said and all that stuff.
And I'm like, if you're a big fan, I'm talking about like the dude in my Discord that was saying that. If you're a big fan, why did you just watch all that? So his defense was, listen, it's my money, and I want to see if it's good or not, so I can buy it or not. He's now not buying it after looking at every single leak.
But that's like I don't even know like
DJ Khaled congratulations, you played
Play it
yourself.
yourself.
Right?
Yeah, like you might as like, how do you even know like the leaks? Like, unless you saw the full game in video, which is not the case. It's just certain scenes that are in video, as far as I know. Um, unless you actually watch the whole game, how could you possibly get a perspective? Like the gameplay's still bad to be the same. Like if you love The Last of Us One, like when you just still want to sit there and play it, you know what I mean? Like the gameplay is still going to be fun, probably better in some regard. Hopefully better in some regard than the first one, because the first one, the gameplay was the worst part of the game. And so like I don't know, it's just kind of weird. Unless the guy only cared about the story, in which case I see that, but like you're still missing the game. Like just sitting down playing it, looking at the environments. Like there's no way. Like it's vicious story. Like if you guys played the first one, like it's this whole storyline that like you get from like letters from a crash ship into like the underground area. It's like past Pittsburgh, I believe, and like they have that whole storyline that you just read through collectibles. Like if you're not playing Last of Us 2 and you only watch those spoiler videos, you're completely missing out on those other things that make the
Mm-hmm.
game good.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. But to each their own. He won't be picking
Yeah,
it
I
up.
mean, he cannot play. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't hurt anyone.
Exactly. Yeah. Um, Xenoblade Chronicles. Oh yeah. So Last of Us June 3rd, 29th, June 19th. It's so funny. It was supposed to be May 29th. Indefinite delay. Oh, it got leaked. All right, June 19th. I don't know. This is weird. Why do they want to hold it back? I don't really know.
So Aaron's not here, or Dube, whatever, not here, and he has said that it had to do with like physical discs. Like they just couldn't get the amount of discs out that they wanted, but the game was always done. I don't know how true that is,
It just went
but
gold. Like I think I saw a post like last week.
yeah. So I don't know. Maybe it was like close to being done. They didn't have enough time to get the game onto enough discs by the whatever May 29th was its original 28th, something like that. So they pushed it back like 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is. Now it's coming in. We're in June, right? No, we're in May. Damn, that's next
We're in
month.
May, June 19th. Yeah,
I'm
we
tripped.
still got a month.
Every day is the same for me, man. All right. Xenoblade Chronicles Definite Edition. Does that have a release date?
Comes out the end of the month.
Oh, really? What day? Do you know the day? 29th?
29th.
If you could wait, you didn't finish 2.
I ain't finished 2.
Well, how are you far?
I'll be done. Like I've been playing at OD.
So, how does it compare to that one? Xenoblade
Well,
Chronicles.
I've played the first one, and that story of that game, for most people that play JRPGs, and if you played that game compared to a lot of other games, people say that's like the one of the best RPG stories ever. Like compared to Xenoblade 2, where like I personally feel like the beginning of it is a rocky start. Like when you get to chapter 5, that's when the game gets raw. Or like midway chapter 4, that's when the game story picks up heavily because you start learning about the lore of like blades and drivers. In the first game, you already feel like immediately attached to Sho because of the character and how they write every situation. It's not like, how can I put it? Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition is Naruto, while 2 is like Shippuden, but they got filler in it in the weirdest parts. That's the best way I can put it right now without overcomplicating it. So like I feel like with this game, what they're doing for this game though, that's making it more warrant to buy is that it's not just a port, it's essentially a remake. They're changing the HUD, they're adding new battle systems. Yeah, they add new battle stuff to it. Then you got extra stuff after. It's called Xenoblade Future Connected. You got stuff after Xenoblade Chronicles, the first one, that we've never seen before. That's gonna be like exclusive to the game. So that's cool because it's like it gives me a reason to want to like buy a port of a game.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it's a
Well,
remake. It's a remake.
It's a remake, but essentially there's more stuff, and it could probably lead. And my theory is that it might lead into or hint at Xenoblade 3. So
Is it all right? Two questions, then we'll move on. One, is it a continuous story? Xenoblade Chronicles, Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Like, is that? I guess so. When you talk about drivers, because I'm past. I'm like what, maybe chapter 6, 7, 8, something like that in 2. So is it connected? It was like, is it like a loose connection, like years in the future or something?
it's like a loose connection.
Okay.
However, I heard some stuff that's telling me otherwise, but I have to beat 2. And but I don't right now. It doesn't really feel like it anything pertaining to it. So I'll have to see about that one. But
Yeah.
I know that you could pick up any Xenoblade game and just play it. Like they don't really mention Shulk in Xenoblade Chronicles 2 via unless it's DLC.
Okay. I don't even remember what the second thing I was gonna say was. So whatever. Did anybody pick up Streets of Rage 4? And is anybody like a fan of that series?
I played Streets of Rage 2. I'm not really a fan of beat 'em ups. I understand I like some of them, but I don't really like Streets of Rage. It's just not one of the ones I got into. But for people who like those types of games, I hear it's really good. For like Streets of Rage 4 is really good compared to like some other the classic beat 'em up sequels that have been coming out.
I was contemplating on getting it because I was like, oh, I thought it was $60 because I'm like he said, I'm not really the biggest fans of beat 'em ups. My favorite beat 'em up was the Scott Pilgrim game on PS3.
It's a great game.
But other than that, like, I don't know. It's probably gonna be on the sale. Like you
Yeah,
probably gonna see it at the Nintendo
I would
sale.
cop it. I would cop it if it like goes to like the same amount of money I'd pay for Streets of Rage 2. Like that's pretty much the threshold for me.
Music sounds lit.
Yeah, but Streets of Rage already has some pretty good music.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I might get it down the line. I got too much other games I'm trying to finish to add that onto it. So, all right. What next topic was Cyberpunk 2077 genitals. Now this is really weird. What I don't understand. How am I supposed to customize my balls?
Well, I don't know. Like we don't know that yet, but they're gonna explain it.
I mean, like, and then why do I need to do that? It just seems
It's
now
just so you can have your character be exactly the way you want it, man.
so I can have my third leg that I already have in real life.
Or if you just want not a third leg, you want to see how it feels to have, like,
Oh
just
my
have,
god!
nothing.
I just thought about it. I just thought about it. What if it's like if you because I mean you can get head. They say you can get head. You can
Yeah.
obviously get into the sheets. So it's like, what if the girl's dialogue changes depending on your genitals? That's actually some next level big brain.
Honestly, that probably is what's going to happen knowing, like, CD Projekt Red.
I don't
Like,
even
I
know him, and I
fully
just thought
expect
about
that.
that.
I fully expect that to happen, honestly, now. It might not be too in depth, but I feel like there's going to be some type of dialogue depending on
Yeah,
it. If it's an option, they have to have it there for a reason
exactly,
besides being
exactly.
creepy.
That's what I thought about. I'm like, there's got to be a purpose for this, bro. Oh my goodness. Anyone else got thoughts on? I mean, I guess whether you have thoughts on Cyberpunk or I mean, the genitals or Cyberpunk as a whole.
The way he just
Cyberpunk can also be using marketing to deploy like hype just by
Like
saying
you
off
mean
the wall shit.
you like that? Yeah. I mean, it got people. Bro, what day was it? It was last week, maybe Wednesday or something. Like, that's all I saw on my timeline. I was
They know what they doing.
for sure. And then just funny that you said that. You know the Nibelion on Twitter. He posts all the news. Cyberpunk, the account replied to him in one of his posts. They were like, I don't know what he said. He's like Daniel Ahmad, the sales guy, was like, all game companies look at your tweets for for like ideas or whatever. And then Cyberpunk was like that on the Twitter. They're like, yeah, we make sure we look at every one of Nibelian's tweets if it's about Cyberpunk. And he's like, and he put like a meme picture. I just thought that was funny and interesting. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's smart. It gets people talking. So I mean, yeah. But still, they didn't program that with no reason. There's just no way.
Mm-hmm. I think the game's probably pretty good.
I think so too.
I'm already
I'm
gonna say
not.
it's gonna be a game of the year contender.
Oh yeah,
It
for
has to
sure.
be. When did it get announced? 2013?
I don't
Something
actually
like
know.
it's
I think
something
I
like
think
that.
it got announced like really low key the first time. Like it was just like the name and like
Yeah,
something like that.
true. My goodness, that game's been in production for so long because they've been making sure you can adjust your balls, man.
Yeah,
Shout out to CD Projekt Red.
they know what the people want.
Listen, I'm sorry, but I can get head in my game. That's just all I need, bro.
If I can't get it in real life, I can get it in the game.
Facts, bro. All right. Who's all getting it? I think we're all are here.
I'm getting it.
Yeah, I'm probably getting it.
Highly anticipated game for me. To be honest,
it might be the only one that I'm like actually genuinely very excited for.
facts.
At first, I was worried about the time it came out because there's other games I wanted, but now it's coming out at a time where there probably really won't be that much that I want to
What
buy
is that
compared
time?
to. It's now like in September or November or something like that. It used to
Okay. Oh
be
yeah, I think
during
it's September.
it would have already been out by now, I'm pretty sure, if it never got delayed.
Yeah.
So, like, because I remember seeing that Final Fantasy Remake and Cyberpunk were about to be released somewhat close together. So in my brain, I had to make a decision. But now that I got pushed back, it's honestly much better.
True. Exactly. That's what I was thinking. So, good stuff. Good stuff. Switch sales top 55.7 mil, and then Animal Crossing tops 13.41 million. Oh my god.
Dude, Animal Crossing the other day has entered a world that I never thought I would see. So the other day, AOC, the politician, the congresswoman,
Oh yeah.
tweeted that she just bought Animal Crossing and like opened her DMs for like 4 minutes
Yep.
or something like that,
Yep.
so that people could send their codes, and she like went to their islands,
I
and
saw
like
that.
that is just such a bizarre, like, like that's some like Black Mirror weirdness to me. I don't know why. Just politicians playing video games with constituents, like that's just like it's just bizarre. I never thought I would see it. And I never thought Animal Crossing of all games would be that game that bridged the gap.
Bro, there was this what's the one dude? Oh my god, I think he's like a Mexican. I feel like he's in George Lopez. Oh my god, I don't know his name. But he was tweeting a picture. He has a tweet of a picture with his Switch in his hand, Animal Crossing. He's like, I'm about to chill today or something like that. Oh my goodness, it's hilarious what it's doing.
Yeah, it's
Oh my
honestly
god.
It was
like new.
actually it was actually on the news for me. Sorry to cut you off. It was actually on the news for me because they were talking about how like it's a distressor, and like it was like this game is for violence, and I'm over here playing freaking the game that they're talking about. This game is violent, and I'm just sitting there. Oh, but play Animal Crossing. It was like hella people on the news talking about like, yo, this game has helped me chill out,
Oh my
relax during the
goodness.
time of this whole situation. I'm like, bro, what? And I don't really even have the TV on for the news station. Guess somebody was in my house watching, but I heard that I was like, Animal Crossing did that, huh? Like,
Dude, it came out at such a crazy good time.
Yeah,
yeah.
it did. I think that's part of its big boom. It's a very big part of it. It's pretty crazy, dude. Good
It was
stuff.
also it was also a game that I feel like was like primed to explode because New Leaf popped off in like the video game community, you know what I mean? Where like because people back then did like kids or like people who actually like playing games had 3DSs, not
Yeah,
like adults or whatever. But
100%.
like the Switch merged those two type of thing. And so I feel like way more people are like actually now into Animal Crossing than they would have ever could have ever possibly been before, which is
Yeah,
so weird.
I can't believe I never owned this. Is my first one, and now like you said, bro, I was like close to the release. I was getting hyped for Animal Crossing. I was like, well, I don't even know where this is. It was kind of like the Bloodborne. When Bloodborne was about to come out, I don't understand what it was. When I first saw it, I did not care. Like a week or two before it came out, I just started getting mentally engrossed in it. I was looking at all these videos, all this stuff. Same with Animal Crossing. I picked up Villager and Smash. I was like, bro, I'm hyped for this game, and I was really into it for the first like week or two. I honestly haven't picked it up since. So, cool, good
I
stuff.
couldn't. Animal Crossing is a game for me that I know personally that I probably wouldn't have played like that. I feel like I would have touched it for like a week or two and then never touched it, and it would have just been waste of money. Because I know, like, I'm also not a big fan of like the Sims type of games. They just not it for me. So like, yeah, I know Animal Crossing is not like the Sims. Before somebody get on me in the chat, but I'm saying that's what it looked like to me, right? And and after actually like seeing people play Animal Crossing, it's way more than that. I don't know. I just feel like the type of games that I would like to play. I need something that's like always fast paced, always moving, or something that has like a very theme to it. Not necessarily gimmicky, but something that has something that keep me specifically wanting to play this game for that reason. And I'm just like, I don't know.
Takes a
I
little
just didn't.
self motivation. Like
Yeah,
you got like
cause
you want
like,
to have an idea of something. Like, all right, I want to do this, and you start getting in. Like you
bro,
just lose track of time.
what be blowing me is I see people on Twitter and they be like, "Yo, it's Sunday. I gotta buy turnips." And I'm like, "What? Why is everybody buying turnips?" I'm like, "Oh, it's Animal Crossing, right?" I'm like,
Yo, I see people talk about honestly, you could try this. Anyone in the world could try it. If you go on Twitter, even if you don't own the game, and you just talk, it's like say, "Oh, my turnip prices are 800," you will get a lot of tweets. Like you will get bombarded, and if you have your Switch code in your bio and they add you and whatnot, and like you actually let them on your island, like I've seen people like raid islands. They say they want to do the turnips. They get on their island. They start breaking shit down. They start taking stuff. So like it's really like that. It's really like that. It's funny. So Doob is still not here. So only a few games left. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I mean, we kind of talked about that. Is anyone Assassin's Creed fans?
yes, I
Okay.
live for it. I live for Assassin's Creed.
So are you
I
excited
was
for Valhalla?
I was actually one of the two people upset in the Smash reveal that he was a me costume. I don't know if I remember that, but I was like, dog,
Yeah, I
bro.
think it was Ezio or something like that.
Yeah, I was like, dog. I'm definitely getting Valhalla. I just need them to stop playing and just give everybody the time period they want. It
Which
ain't
is
necessarily got to be the Edo time period with like the samurais and ninjas and stuff like that. In between that, like just give people that. People are like, "Yo, where's Assassin's Creed Tokyo?" They had China, but like,
That
that
was
would be
like a side
ninjas, right?
scroll.
They'd be
eh,
ninjas if they did that.
yeah, they'd be ninjas, and then like it makes sense because what most of Assassin's Creed, the premise of it is to be stealth like. But the problem with that type of game now that because I even brought it up on Twitter, so I'm thinking that people were like, why would you play Assassin's Creed? Why don't you just go play Sekiro or
No,
some
no, no,
other
no,
game?
no,
And
no.
I'm like, that ain't really fair to say that because Assassin's Creed is its own thing,
No,
you
yeah,
know?
no, no, no.
It's
I don't.
not nearly as hard.
You said
Yeah.
what?
It's not nearly as hard. An Assassin's Creed game
Yeah,
is
yeah,
much more of a casual experience
yeah.
than Sekiro or like
Sekiro isn't
Neo.
about stealth. It's about.
Well, Sekiro has some stealth in it,
I mean, I guess. Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
but like
It's true.
it's the combat. Like if you get caught in Assassin's Creed, like you could slash your way out, and you can in Sekiro too. But it's like the level of uh like perfection you need to have in Sekiro compared to Assassin's Creed is like way different. Like Sekiro, you cannot make mistakes, and in Assassin's Creed, you get slapped up a little, like a couple times, and be alright.
Be alright. So Valhalla, that time period is actually interesting. I I need to see gameplay. I need to actually watch something because I've like not watched anything of it. I
I
would
like this
be
time period.
slightly. You say you'd like it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The story seems like it's gonna be interesting, but I mean, how can they reinvent this gameplay to like? It's just another Assassin's Creed.
See, you could say that. However, have you played Origins or Odyssey?
Nah.
Those two games are drastically different from majority of Assassin's Creed. Because Origins is more so like hyper realistic. I'm throwing up air quotes. Breath of the Wild, while Odyssey implements more RPG like elements into it. So like what they could do with Valhalla, I personally like this game a lot. It's just they messed up the game with the NAT type for 2 months and you couldn't really play it. But they could take Assassin's Creed and mix it with For Honor. Because
Hmm.
Viking Valhalla was there and For Honor too. If they can make the gameplay like not as similar as Odyssey and Origins, but keeping it in the style of Assassin's Creed, I feel like they can reinvent at least for the Valhalla game or timeline because you don't know if this game hits, which most likely will because it's gonna be PS5, Xbox Series X, it's gonna be on everything. Um, they'll probably do more games from this time period. A lot of people like the Viking period, it seems. So this was one of the hype before the Tokyo one. This was one that was hyped up a lot. That time period with Valhalla, Vikings, all that. So I feel like they could probably pull it off. I'm just scared that the montage is probably what I'm thinking the gameplay might end up being like, and then it might be like, yeah.
What was? Can you just like a sentence or two
So
explanation?
all right, so the montage is pretty much showing off the quick overview of how very violent the Vikings are, and then the gameplay just showed him just doing the basic leaping things. They didn't show him really doing anything from the angles that they use in a montage new. So it could just be like, oh, let's take Odyssey, throw the Viking theme on it, and sell you Assassin's Creed Valhalla. That's what I don't want. So
Why do I feel like I saw something about you can like factions or something like that? Because when you think about it, Vikings.
all the online's gonna
Yeah. Oh, that was the online they're talking about.
be yeah.
It's like you can have like factions and like because like they were relating it to how Vikings actually were, where it's like they had their own colonies and whatnot. They would fight, raise their children, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. You also have rap battles, Viking rap
What
battles.
is that?
Uh, so pretty much how it works in Valhalla that time period, it's pretty much um just shouting matches. So it might be an online rhythm game or something like that,
Oh my
or
goodness.
I don't know. It might be weird. The cool thing about this game, though, that I really like is that both the male and female protagonists and Valhalla will be canon.
That's cool.
So both stories,
That's remind me of 3, where they had the Vita version had a black female. Shout out my black queens, black female protagonist, and you actually in the Vita game you actually met the 3 main protagonists, and like he helps you through a mission. I remember that shit vividly. That's actually the only Assassin's Creed game I've ever played, the Vita one. It was cool. It was cool.
yeah.
Cool.
But I think they could do something with Valhalla. Ubisoft. I'm more interested in Watch Dogs this time around. Like I like Watch Dogs 2 a lot. It was a way huge improvement from the first one. I actually was upset because that was my first PS4 game, Watch Dogs. So
Yeah,
I was tempted, but like I played 2 and I was like, all right, they stepped it up a lot. Legion looks really good because it looks like it's gonna have endless replay value. And if I can get endless replay value out of a game, that's also a very important fun aspect to me. If I could do something multiple times and not get bored of it. So
yeah,
we'll see when they actually show off some gameplay. They're gonna go hard next time because of the backlash of this.
for sure.
So
Ubisoft, they can make a good game when they want to. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
Another game, Ghost of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima. I think I'm more excited for Ghost of Tsushima than I am of Last of Us. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I'm still wondering what it's about to be like.
Me too. Isn't this the
But
game they said there's not going to be a mini map or something? There's not going to be waypoints?
yeah, they said that like they're trying to make it so the game is designed for you to know where to go. You know what I mean?
Like, so based off dialogue?
Either dialogue or like the way the camera pans to you, like
Okay.
pans and shows you where to go, you know, things like that.
The
That's
problem
just
I
what
have
I
with
read.
that is... The problem I have
It
with
might
that
do
is...
Final Fantasy, like Final Fantasy VII remake. Like,
That's
yeah,
what I was
you
gonna
do have
say.
waypoints in places, but like if you get in that vicinity, your camera will just shift, and you hear that ding, 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 and then you have to go in that direction, or probably some chime to let you know. Like, I don't know. It might be very linear, and I feel like that's gonna probably be a complaint coming out of that game. Who knows?
But I think I also read, I don't know if this is true, that depending on like paths you take, like the CPU reacts certain ways. I think it was also in the same article about the waypoint thing, the no waypoint thing. So like if you have multiple characters and you're like not your party because it's not like RPG, but just like with you, that like if you take a wrong direction, like they might get mad at you and like
Okay.
turn on you stuff like that. But I don't know. Like I just read that on like that waypoint thing, and it was like months since I read that, so I might be misconstruing what was actually said in that article.
Mm-hmm. I was going to say, the only thing I think of is... Man, somehow I get distracted when I'm playing games sometimes, so they could tell me where to go, and like I just wasn't paying attention, and then I have no idea what to do.
Yeah, hopefully it's they tell you where to go through visual cues and not really
Yeah.
like go to the town and whatever, because in that you basically you're just sitting there like you're playing like an old Final Fantasy like 1 or 2 and you're just trying to find the town you're looking for or something like that.
Yeah, and like you said, we don't know. They haven't shown us enough in the sense of like, because they showed us gameplay, but like it doesn't give you a vibe of what the full game is gonna flow like. And
I
then
feel like
even
that
the combat, we're not even sure because like there was no UI.
yeah, but I think that UI. So if you remember that trailer, it was like you're on like it's either you're looking at the tree or you're on a tree and you're looking at something else. But like because that something else is so far away and so big, like the player might see things like that and just naturally figure out how to get to it because it's getting closer or like you're getting more to the left or to the right. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
if you were in real
yeah.
life trying to figure out where to go somewhere.
I actually
So
watched that video recently, and I don't know what it was. I looked at it, I was like, dang, I'm actually kind of excited for this game over even though I've seen it already. So, Donnie, aren't you more excited? Aren't you excited for this? I feel like you've said that before in previous episodes.
Yeah, like personally, can't wait. Like I don't know, but I've really like toned down in terms of just like playing a whole bunch of stuff and feeding into the hype. But I mean, I don't know. I'm just hitting the shadows until then. Ninja mode.
So the games you want, but so Last of Us and Ghost, is that really? You would say that's it? I mean, and then I guess Cyberpunk.
Yeah, I mean even Ghost. I really want it, but it looks like remind me of Legend of Zelda when saw that horse clip on Twitter, riding through the fields like Twilight Princess vibes.
I feel you. Yeah, I gotta see more. I think I'll probably we gotta see more. So that's what I would say.
I mean, I know I'm gonna get it most likely. Now I'm thinking back, but I'm not like a fiend to it. Like,
Yeah, I'm not. I don't feel fiending for any games really out or announced right now. Like it's not
I mean,
the same for me.
Cyberpunk, I feel like I need that shit the exact date, minute, time, turn that bitch on.
I mean, for me, I got my 7 remake, right? Like, obviously, there's stuff that I want to see the saga continue of, but like, right now, I ain't getting news from it, Nintendo. Y'all not hitting me what I really want. So like, I'm chilling.
the only Nintendo thing that I could think of is that 35th anniversary like 3D Mario remake rumor, but who knows if that's actually
I
gonna be
saw that.
real.
No, that's
Yeah.
real. It's real.
Paper
I hope
Mario,
so.
right?
They
Is
said they
that
were
All right.
remastering
See, here's the
Mario
thing.
game.
Paper Mario though, I can't. I see Paper Mario and I'm instantly like, I need this, I need this, I need this. Even though I've been burned twice, but the minute that they show it and it's not what it's supposed to be, Paper Mario, I'm done with Paper Mario at that point. This is the third strike. If they do not give me 1,000-Year Door 2, like in that type of gameplay, then or even the gameplay of the first one, which is this gameplay of the second one, then there's no point even having the series anymore. To be honest, like Color Splash was better than Sticker Star, but like that ain't saying much. To be honest, that ain't saying much. Oh my God, what is that? Oh, this is the tweet or the article about it. Yeah, I'm excited for this. If they legitimately remake 64 Sunshine Galaxy and 3D World, I honestly don't know what I would do besides play all 4 of those games back to back to back to back.
They're gonna, for me, they gotta fix some Sunshine controls.
Mario
Bro,
games.
honestly,
I'm good. I need Mario 64, my man. I could take that.
I mean, I'll take Galaxy 64. I'm honestly not a fan of Sunshine. I think so many people who grew up like our age always like they just love Sunshine to death.
Everyone loves
But
it to death.
But yeah, I mean, if you love it, you love it to death. But I mean, like, I do not really like that game that much. Like, it has good secrets. Like, the secret levels are cool, but like, the game itself isn't as like free as 64, and like the levels are too like they're too samey. Like the environments are different, but what you do in those levels, like pretty much every level you do like the same type of missions every single time. And like in 64 it's sort of like that, but not nearly to the degree as Sunshine is.
Yeah. Well, while we're on the topic of Nintendo, real quick, Ninjala. Did anyone play the beta?
Yes, I did.
Sam, did you?
No.
The beta of what?
Ninjala. Have you seen anything of it?
Bro.
You said no.
What the hell?
Yeah, you already know what I'm about to say, bro.
What's he about to say, bro? It's free.
Bro. It's free to be uninstalled on my system. What you talking about?
You don't even own a Switch.
I don't even own a Switch, and I'm flabbergasted at all these.
Yo, just cause it got Ninja on it, he's like, nah, that shit ain't real.
Bro, that's that Chuck E. Cheese. They put that game in a bundle with your Chuck E. Cheese party. You're like, yeah, we included a Ninjala code with your purchase. Oh
Yo.
nah, boy.
He do not have a Ninjala.
Yo, it's like his ninja senses tingling. What? Ninja? Yo, get that shit out of here. Yo, but the game's pretty fun. Anyways, I mean, it was kind of fun.
He was like, oh, sweet.
Yo, he never heard of it. He heard me.
As soon as I heard him, he's like, you already know what I'm about to say. I already knew what type of energy he was coming at. Bro, I was trying. Look, I wish I could have found y'all in the Ninjala beta, cause for like 20 minutes, right? I was on that game like first place constantly, cause like,
cause I had 2 matches total.
I literally played about 10.
I played
about 10 matches.
2 to 3 total, and I won 1-1. I was in first place, and then those extra points at the end kicked me out of 1. But, bro, I mean, I'm gonna see. It's free to play, so there's no skin off my back. But the problem is, it's delayed till June 24th. It was supposed to be out May 24th this year. So,
chill, bro.
All I saw about the game was that no one could play a game.
Play Splatoon. Those are the same cats that play Ninjala, bro.
But Splatoon is heat,
bro.
Splatoon is heat.
Splatoon's actually fun.
And
though.
Splatoon gets real, Donnie. You don't get it. When you face some S+ nibbers, oh, they are on some crack. They are good.
Bro,
the game takes skill. It's a skillful game.
You, Donnie will love.
The game is called Ninjala, bro.
I was talking about Splatoon. I don't know much about
I'm
Ninjala.
saying, I know, but I'm just saying, like, they go hand in hand, like.
but the customization was
But it's
crazy.
ninjas.
bro. Stop.
Bro, he don't
Ninja
like the
love.
colorful ninjas. He want a
Bro,
real
he
vibe
don't
on
like
it.
nothing gimmicky, bro.
Yeah, but it ain't even. I mean, I get. What are
It
we?
is
What are
the
we talking
gimmick.
about?
It is.
What's gimmicky?
It is.
You're
The fact
talking
that
about
they
gimmicky from the
ninja-
concept. The
Bro.
concept is gimmicky. That's cool.
yeah.
But if the gameplay's good, I'm
It's
chilling.
quiet, bro.
Why care? You know what I'm saying?
That's
But
that too. It's not story
that's
based.
Donnie though. That's Donnie don't like it at all if he see it. If it breathes, it's a thought. He don't want to see that. like that's literally how he is with it.
Hey,
He
man.
still ain't played the Goat Wars, the best Star Wars game, but
Oh,
Hey, bro.
don't
He's
get
still
him
like-
started on that.
I'll be messing with him about that. Hey, can I buy you a copy, bro?
Nah,
You-
bro.
I want you to play that.
I'm putting
game,
that
bro.
bitch in a fireplace, nigga. For her third month.
What game do you not like? Or not
He don't
care for?
like Jedi Fallen Order, the new Star Wars game.
That
Shit
game's
is
good.
Pointless.
Sure, it's pointless, but it's good.
Okay.
Honestly,
I'm saying, but I'm really like a critic, so it's just like I love a game has to be cohesive. The story has to have a purpose because why the fuck am I running around? Like you're literally just it's such a reskin of any generic game just with Star Wars abilities, and the character is a fucking scrub. I'm not even going. Yeah, I'm not even going to get into like.
it's like,
I
I don't know
can't.
what they thought
Go
of
play
having.
Force Unleashed 1.
I mean, from his perspective, I see where he's coming from in the sense of like,
Thing is,
why don't they make a game that's gonna push the series in some type of actual direction?
that's what I'm saying. So this is what I'm saying. The next sequel to they make this game because they make dummy bread. They said, "Oh, the sequel's confirmed." I will play the second version of that game if they actually give us an interesting character that's not a freaking scrub, and they give us a meaningful story that ties in somewhere. Like, then I'll have no problem with it. I will literally cop Jedi Fallen Order, whatever the next one is called. But bro, that one that y'all playing, like, there's no purpose. It just they're capitalizing off the fact that it's Star Wars. It's not that it's a good game. It's just the fact that it's Star Wars. Like, can't be bothered.
I'm just cheesing hard because I want to bring this back.
No, don't.
He do not want to play that game, bro. Somebody buy him a. Can we start like a donation fund so we
Bro,
can buy
but
him
he's
a
not
copy?
gonna play it. That's the problem.
Bro, just play the first hour, bro. You know he gonna love that
Donnie,
game.
if you
know
played
he
it and you
will.
like the gameplay,
This
would
is
you
the thing,
still
like,
not care?
I'm just third. No, the thing is, it's just like it's gimmicky because it's like because I'm just thinking about it. Like, I'm a cat that hasn't even finished Final Fantasy VII because the remake because it's like it's kind of I don't know. It's just kind of generic. Like it's
The
just
main story isn't, but some of the side
I
quests
know
are
the
like-
story isn't, but yeah, but it's just like the gameplay just seems kind of flat. Like even if it's the beginning, you need to have people get past it. I don't have the patience. Like I might just watch the full
Do you
movie
play
cutscene for that.
turn? You don't play turn based that much. It's basically turn based, bro.
I could, but
It's basically turn based with action to fill up your bar to use because
Like,
your
they have-
basic
they
moves
have-
don't do no damage. So you
yeah, but
wanna
they be
using-
having you do all this miscellaneous stuff, turning on computers, sitting in like, bro, nah, G.
He
Like, I
didn't get
can
to the
understand
arm. He
being
didn't
a-
get to the arms. He'll be pissed at that. I was
Oh
mad about that
yeah,
one.
you gonna throw that out the window?
Yeah.
He gonna throw that game away. Cause I've played Final Fantasy VII so many times. I just knew the pattern to pick up the hands, bro.
I hate it.
So I just like literally when I did that, I was like, oh, they put this back in here. Bum, bum. I did it on stream, so I was like, bum bum bum. They was like, dang, how you figure that out? I was
Yeah,
like,
no, it took me a little bit.
I was like, it's not that hard. Like you can't when you bump them into one, you just can't put it there.
All right, moving on. Back to the topics. Prince of Persia redemption footage was randomly found, and it was from 2012.
I'm asleep.
Now, the problem I have is I had heard about a leak on this game 2015, and at that time, Prince of Persia was more fresh in my head. At this rate, you know, whenever you think about characters that have powers, all this kind of stuff, I don't remember what this man can do. So when I was watching the gameplay, I was like, what the fuck going on? Like he had another life, he rewinded time, and I was like, you know what? I kind of vaguely remember that kind of stuff. And I kind of wanted to talk about this because what do y'all remember Prince of Persia? Like, and
Yeah, you
is it
kind
still
of
fresh in
unlocked.
your?
You unlocked the memory for me when I look at that image on
Yeah.
the screen right there. Isn't that's one of the games that actually came out though, right? The one with that art.
Is it?
Is that
I
is
don't
that the
That's
one
fucking
that
know.
came out?
that's the one that came out on PS3 and Xbox
Yeah,
360, and you
yeah. I
couldn't die.
wanted that, but I never ended up getting it. But yeah, like I
I
think
thought
the
it
concept is
inspired
dope. A
Yeah.
good it would be it's like a Lara Croft type of
No, I
situation.
mean,
Um,
maybe
it's a
maybe a
good. I
little
would
bit,
play it.
but he got powers, so it's a little bit a step above Laura Croft.
True shit.
So, and I mean,
Jack
see
and
that's
Dexter
where
and all that.
you got me because I don't like it when it's too basic of. I need my game to have some extraterrestrial, stuff that I can't do in real life, that kind of stuff.
Well,
Facts.
here's the thing with Prince of Persia, that one that's on the image. I got that at a bargain bin. I remember it was like game. You know when games I used to have those. You young got the buy one get one free when it's not really that, but buy one get one free. So I got that for like $5. I played that game and was pissed
Why? It was not good.
because you can't really die in that game. So it takes away the reward of actually doing the platforming right. Like you could fall off every time, and then the gimmick would be, oh, it's a girl with her, and she could rewind. Like, I mean, besides fighting enemies, you barely could die from falling off of something. So I
Did
was like, bro, like it killed the point of it.
did you any of y'all watch the video? It was like 7 minutes of
Yeah,
the
I will
gameplay.
watch.
It looked
I peeped at it. It would have been good.
I just
yeah
saw a little bit on Twitter. I ain't see the 7 minutes.
yeah. I mean, if you're talking about my clip, Donnie, you saw for the majority. I mean, like, there's a little bit of a fight, but you
Yeah,
kind of got the concept from what I showed. It was yeah, bro. Like that, I can't believe it. And like I said, I don't know what they would do now. Like the name for us, our generation, it's still prevalent, but like some younger people probably don't know what the hell that is. I think that's crazy. And there's a rumor who was it? Capcom own it? I don't know. They renewed the IP or the trademark or whatever it is. So potentially this could be something coming of it. Only time will tell though. Only time will tell.
but
Capcom in a weird spot right now because it's like Resident Evil 3. I play Resident Evil 3.
I'm trying to
I
beat it.
use it ain't really long.
I know. I'm just bad at them.
Well, I'm scared too, but I was really scared of Resident. I'd be real scared to play those games for some reason. But Resident Evil 3 made it like not scary because
For
there's a
sure.
mechanical. You could
For
dodge
sure.
everything.
But I still get faded and I'm still scared.
But I feel like Capcom as a company, they're weird because they got Monster Hunter,
And it's
right?
popping.
And I feel like they could just take the lazy route and still get the W and be like Monster Hunter World 2 with new stuff on it, like for next gen. And then they fighting game division is god awful. And then you got like them just like, yeah, we got Resident Evil though. And then they don't want to do nothing with Devil May Cry. So it's just like, mm.
Yeah, Mike, I think I meant I don't know. I didn't know who owned Prince of Persia. So whoever it was that owned it, I think you're right, Ubisoft. I think they're the ones that they renewed it.
Yeah,
So
Ubisoft.
yeah. But uh yeah, DMC5 did just drop. Monster Hunter World is booming. I feel so regretful that I haven't been playing it. I don't even want to talk about it though. Like like I get a little depressed when I think about it. But when I think about God Monster Hunter and I think about God Eater, I can hop on God Eater. I could get through 18 missions and have a ton of fun. But then if I want to hop on Monster Hunter, I gotta dedicate at least 2 hours if I want to do anything worthwhile because each hunt's gonna take me 20 minutes. That's the reason why I don't play it, and I hate it. I hate it. I want to play it.
I do be punching the air whenever I think about all the shit I'm missing out on Monster Hunter. But it's like you go through periods of playing it, and then you go through periods where you just don't touch that shit at all.
Yeah.
It's just that type of game.
I just been on it for too long. How do you say it? Elytria? I don't even know. He's the next monster being added. It's like soon. I think June or maybe May.
Oh, King Mike. Let me say this. What I meant about Devil May Cry 5 is the fandom for that game is upset because the game sold really well, but they didn't do any like DLC nor make Virgil playable. DMC also did get ported on the Nintendo platform, so I can't discredit that. But I'm talking about with Devil May Cry 5, they didn't do anything with it, nor is there really no big news towards it coming. I feel like Devil May Cry 5 is like it could truly be left off as like the last one. So I don't know. Well, that's what I meant. But other than that, like Capcom got so many IPs. I know they were talking about Okami, and I love that game. That's like my spirit animal. if a video game character was my spirit animal, that'd be it. But Capcom was talking about reviving so many different IPs and properties, but like where they at though? Like,
he said Becco said they gonna hit you with that special edition $60 DLC just for Virgil.
Look, if you play Devil May Cry, you've been playing it since 2002, 3.
You gonna cop
that price tag is not a problem. That price tag is not a problem because everybody loves that character is goated.
We'll see. Well, I guess two. I don't think Yakuza. Actually, I think Sam said something about it. Yakuza Like a Dragon. So my people has told me. I thought it was a brand new reveal, but like it was leaked. Like people that are Yakuza fans known about Like a Dragon. First off, it's already out in Japan, and the localization was leaked. And I did scroll through that, and I saw that. So that reveal was actually not as monumental. I mean, now it was leaked, so don't want to take it away from Xbox, but we already knew it was coming. So Like a Dragon is coming. I don't know if I should play Yakuza games. I feel like I should, but I just feel like I don't need to. I don't know what it is.
Well, I'm gonna be all right. So the truth is, I own all them hoes. I ain't played a single one.
Oh my god!
You got me thinking about the backlog thing. Now.
And then this man came in and started this podcast like, I'm good. I got like one game.
Oh no. Cause I got two, but the ones I'm really wanting to finish, Yakuza. I'm gonna be real with you. I would rather play Like a Dragon before I play the other ones. And it's just because that's turn based, and I really like turn based type games. So like, I don't know. I just think what I've seen from Yakuza Like a Dragon appealed to me more from a non-based thing. And Yakuza games are like short, I believe. You could just run through them.
Then why is Becco telling me I won't finish one, Becco? Why you talking smack?
Let me see. Let me go to How Long to Beat.
I think it's a side quest because someone was telling me when I was playing Final Fantasy the other day, like you could do a side quest that's literally like a whole story, like a whole storyline. Like it had like you start the side quest. You gotta do like 3 to 4 different things.
Okay, so here's the thing: Yakuza 0. Oh, that's the one with the Final Fantasy. I could beat those. I could do those real fast. So, it's 31 hours. Main plus extra is 65. Completionist and with all side quests is 137 hours.
Exactly.
So, all right, I figured. I was like, when you said that, I was like, them side quests must be long as hell.
Yeah.
So, be super long.
So that's that. I think we lost Sam, but anyways,
I just literally
he just got back.
Yeah,
I thought so because I heard someone in the background earlier. But anyway, I was trying to wait to see if dude was gonna make it, but I don't think he's gonna make it. Near Replicant, because that man's been foaming out the mouth about this game.
Yeah.
So I wanted to hear his whole spiel on it, but I mean, when I look at Near Replicant, I'm like, shit, I should probably do the other routes in Near Automata.
Oh no, you gonna get roasted. You gonna roast you.
I mean, listen, the reason why I didn't get through more is because I picked it back up. I was like, all right, we're gonna finish this game, we're gonna stream this, gonna finish it. And then I forget what happened about I think I restarted because I was like, all right, I don't know what I'm doing. I restarted because I wanted to re-experience the story. Got through Route A for the second time because I was basically done. and I'm like, bro, I don't feel like playing. What's his name? The dude. I was like, I don't feel like playing the dude,
Oh yeah.
and so that just demotivated me. But I think I might power through that so I could. I want to get to 8-2. So, but Near Replicant, I'm looking forward to it. Just getting the original Near.
That SpongeBob game finna be gas.
Mike, we was hyping about Sam's hype for it. Before I could even get to the topic, Sam was like, "Bro, I want the SpongeBob game." So we are ready with that. All right. So last few topics. I know that this is for you. Mortal Kombat 11 DLC, Fujin Shiva RoboCop more story.
All right, so I got slandered for that.
For what?
The Mortal Kombat 11 DLC.
Be happy for it?
No, I'm happy for it, but the price is not it.
What is it? How much is it?
It's $40.
$40. How long is the story? Does no one know?
No, but I'm NetherRealm. Their justification is it's 3 characters and then story. We don't know how long the story is. If you know how to play Mortal Kombat game, just play. If you know how to play a fighting game in general, you will beat a Mortal Kombat story, right? You could beat it in a day, right? Even less. So equivalent to DLC.
Oh god.
This thing probably gonna be 5 hours or less, right? So I'm like 5 hours of story DLC plus 3 characters. 3 characters in Mortal Kombat. They kind of petty with this too, because each character is like $6 or $7, right? And like the beauty of it as a content creator, right? You know, you got to take that sacrifice, or you get a code for it. You know what I mean? Like you got to get the DLC because with Mortal Kombat, you get 3-day early access. But some devs are starting to do this thing that's like, oh, we giving you early access. That means you can pay more if you want early access. No, bro, that ain't how that works for me. Like, and then the DLC characters, they added Fujin. He ain't been in Mortal Kombat for 14 years. Fire, right?
Bro, it's probably $10 a character, $10 for the DLC. They taxing y'all.
Right. And then I don't even remember who the second character is. That's how bad it is.
Shiva.
Oh yeah, that's exactly that whack. And then RoboCop.
RoboCop's pretty stupid to me.
Right, you see what I'm saying? I like RoboCop. It's like the DLC for MK and MK11 is half good, and it blows me because it's like, bro, people talking about, oh, Terminator. Why is he in the game? Like, because the movie probably, but he's whack.
I mean, they got random, yeah.
Freddy Krueger, isn't Freddy Krueger in one of them?
He's in the other one in 9.
That game's raw. All right,
9 was they had Kratos, bro. Yeah, on the Vita.
Yeah,
was it only the Vita?
No, they had it on PS3 also. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mortal Kombat X DLC was raw. That game fire.
Yes,
people
X is fire.
Game. Now we play MK11. X is too good. Like people are going back to X.
X was good, bro. I like 11's roster better though.
Yeah, that's fine.
But I played the hell out of X.
So I'm like, I don't know. I ain't really with the whole $40.
Bruh.
Yeah, and that's still, I don't know, bro.
SpongeBob costs less than that, bro.
Hey, you know what the goat is. There you go. All right. Last topic of the night is our E3 substitution. The boy Jeff Keighley took the mic, was like, hey, I got y'all. Summer Game Fest 2020 between May and August. Now, I don't understand how this shit's going to work. So on the screen, it's the wrong picture. On the screen, I got phase 1 lineup. So real quick, so we see phase 1 lineup, but then at the bottom it says May to August 2020. What is phase 1? Phase 1's not May to August. That's the entire thing. So what are you talking about phase 1?
I believe he had
another one.
Call it ask me anything on Reddit, and I think the whole thing is what? Sorry about that. I completely lost my train of thought. Someone just walked in. I think that whole thing is like maybe just a phase, but I think phase one is just like the ones that they got close up right now. Not like what it ends up with. Like I think there's multiple phases within the Summer Fest from what,
As,
or the Summer Games Fest from what I
as in
read.
as in between May and August.
Yeah, there's multiple between May and August. Not like May and August is just one phase. Like that's the whole thing.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like what he did here was confusing, but I always came into the notion I was like 3 months, May, June, July, August, 4 months. Like he's showing off like that. Apparently, phase one is going to change. Like the lineup of games is going to change. Lineup of announcements. Like it's weird to be honest with you that I don't see Capcom. Like I don't see no Capcom here. So I was like, there's no way. Capcom usually has something,
Well,
no matter
yeah.
the support. Yeah, so I was like,
He's just saying this is phase one, so I'm sure Well, if would they be talking about? I don't know.
I
Regardless,
don't know what Capcom would be
they
talking
got
about,
shit.
but they always do something.
They got stuff.
Yeah. So
All I
this
know
is
is
interesting.
all I know is I see the sweet Sony logo. Fucking show something, y'all. Stop being cowards.
So I see the Square Enix and I see Midnight Namco. So
Midday Namco. Yo, when y'all gonna get your Naruto game, bro?
bro, they ain't giving us. It's over, bro. I don't care no more. It's Demon Slayer season. CC2 can do whatever they want to do.
Donnie, what anime game would you want them to release?
Demon Slayer.
A Demon Slayer. Oh, that game is coming out, I guess. So
True. I forgot about that shit already.
honestly, I did too.
And they got CC2 on that, so it could be really cool. It could be a miss, like always. But that Scarlet Nexus though.
Yeah, I want to talk about that. Oh wait, real quick before we get into the Scarlet Nexus, Jeff did announce there will be a new game reveal set for May 12th. So that is this week. So we'll see what that is when that time comes. But Scarlet Nexus. The problem I have is I don't know what the combat's gonna be like. Somebody made a good point. Bandai, they love doing this character creation. Fucking Xenoverse poisoned their minds, and they just went on a CAC kick. But what was interesting was we heard a main character voice. So hopefully it's not character created. It's a story driven game. Would y'all rather have that?
Be honest with you, I don't even think it's gonna have CACs from the trailer.
That's what I'm saying.
But I'm okay with it. I'm fine.
You okay? Would you prefer it have CAC?
No, I hate CACs.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm kind of tired of them.
Create a character, just like I feel like it's hit the point where it's so in depth that it's daunting sometimes to create the character. Like it's past simplicity over like you could like even with Cyberpunk, like we were talking about, you could customize anything in characters these days, and it's like I enjoy the control of having that, but a lot of time when I see a character creator like that, I literally will just click A throughout the entire default if I see there's way too many options, because then I'm just about to spend so much time on a character that I'm not going to end up wanting to play.
I wasn't even thinking from that angle. See, because we play these anime games. I mean, I don't play these anime games. I look at them. I don't play them. But the problem is they do CAC and then it like screws up the game. We lose like straight up like a part of the game is just bad because of it. I like it when they're robust. I like it, but you're right. Whenever it is too daunting, I tend to ignore a lot of them. Like I'm probably gonna ignore a large majority of Cyberpunk. I'm gonna get to make what I can. But if it gets too deep, like I don't need it. I'm not worried about my cheek size, bro. Like I'm really not stressed about it. So
like arm size and things like that. Like I'm not too into doing all that stuff. But like the face structure, like that's fine. Like
for sure.
Like that's easy.
Yeah, we were saying for Scarlet Nexus, since it's like an anime game, that's another thing. Whenever there's anime based, the character creation more times than not isn't as good. We've had a few that break that mold, which is good. But when you put it in the hands of Bandai Namco, it's just there's everything that can go wrong with it. So we would rather have a story driven character than I feel like it's a shortcut. Oh yeah, make your character. Let's give them a generic story then. But whenever they build this whole world, it's just way better. So.
No, I'm fine with them doing. I kind of like the Attack on Titan 2 route they went with. Where like you had the main story, the general canon stuff, but then like your CAC could be online type of ordeal. You get what I'm saying? It's not integrated into the gameplay. The problem with Bandai Namco when they do CACs is that they force them to integrate it into the gameplay, and they end up making the games come out lackluster because they're trying to nail the point on CACs. But the problem with that is when they do it, they forget about every other freaking feature. Like Jump Force should have not been as bad as it's an anime game, whatnot. But Jump Force got too many IPs to say, oh, we're gonna just use CACs and then throw in the actual characters that people love.
I hate that game.
And then don't put anything in there warm. Like, how do you not have a lobbies in a fighting game? Like that blows me to this day. I don't understand how people could shill that game. Like I like anime games to a degree. There's one game that everybody should try out. It's called Gundam. I don't even like Gundam, but that game got some fighting game mechanics in it, and it's an arena fighter. But other than that, I can't stand Jump Force. Like Jump Force was actually the biggest cap.
Yeah.
Is this Gundam game on PS4?
Yes, it is.
So.
Okay. Because I remember when I used to play Melee tournaments, there was this one Gundam game on PS3 that a bunch of people I knew used to play, and it was like an arena
deal. That's the one I'm talking about. They remade it for PS.
Oh, they remade it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that game looked actually pretty good from what I saw.
Yeah, dude. They do look good. Wait, what was that mech game that came out on Switch? Demon X Machina.
Oh, yeah, Demon X Machina.
Demon X Machina. It was fun. It was kind of fun when I played the demo.
It probably flopped.
Unfortunate.
If you haven't heard anything about it since.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it had some problems on launch. I know someone in my Discord was playing it, and then yeah. Is it? I don't know. I don't know if I was having a PC release, and he was like, "Just wait for that." But Scarlet Nexus. So no character creation, hopefully. The combat. I mean, the concept is interesting. It's generic, but I'm fine with that because you can still make it good. I just hope so. Like the last thing I'm wondering is about the combat. If the combat's any good, so.
They got frame rate issues. They're gonna have to fix that.
Yeah, the trailer had fucking frame drops. Xbox Series X enhanced frame drops.
You see that with every new system, though.
But the problem is, it doesn't look like nothing's crazy going on. Well, I guess that doesn't say
that's
a lot.
The problem.
Yeah, it's more of optimization. But it is what it is. It is what it is. So, anything else y'all want to talk about?
That's pretty much it.
No, that's all I got.
That's all I got too. All right. Demon was extremely lackluster. Okay, so that's why I thought.
It's one of those games. Because me and Vale played that game a lot, and they got mad that they got ported to PC. So pissed off. But because my Joy-Cons drift, by the way, they gone right now.
Oh yeah, mine are messed up too.
I can't. That's why I haven't finished Fire Emblem 2. Because every time I try to put something down on the map, it'll drift to the other side of the screen. I'm like, bro, slow down.
You don't got a Pro Controller or nothing?
No, I don't.
My Pro drifts.
Your Pro drifts?
Yes,
Pro Controller drifts. What?
Yes, dog. I've had to buy another one because, bro, I'll be playing Smash and I'm trying to ledge hang to delay my recovery back on the ledge, and I kept killing myself because it would be drifting down and I would just let go of the ledge and it would throw me off, and I was like, no. So I got a new one.
My reason why I don't have a Pro Controller because I know I'm the person that will always buy the Nintendo console. Thus, if there's Smash Bros, because I know I'm going to always play that game regardless, unless it's just bad, then I'll be upset. But generally, I like how all the Smash games play. I've been playing it since I was like 3 years old, and I got over 1,000 hours in Ultimate. So me personally, I know my GameCube controller. I still got my same GameCube controller since the Wii U version came out, and it still worked pretty fine. Like that's why I like GameCube controllers because I feel like I don't never have to replace them like that.
Yeah, everyone talks about the Joy-Con drift. I'm like, man, I got Pro Controller drift. So, it's crazy.
You got a first party one?
Yup.
Yeah, actually, that's crazy.
Yup.
Mine's been going strong still. I still use it, and everything's been good.
Yeah, I bought another identical one, and I had to put like a piece of tape on the good one so I don't ever mix it up because they're both black. I wanted to get another color, but they didn't have it, and I'm like, bro, I need another one right now. So I need another Guilty Gear Strive beta. I didn't even.
Did
play.
you like that? Did you like that?
That's what Becco said
it?
in the chat. I mean, Doob had it. He sent me the code, and I just had no desire.
Game was gas, but there's a lot of problems with it. I would talk about it, but there's a lot of technical stuff.
Yeah, none of us will understand.
Yeah. So it's one of those things where it's like, it's one of those things. Well, to sum it up short, they're trying to do this more for beginner type format, right? Like make the game easier for everybody to play. But in reality, it's gonna be way harder than it's ever been.
Oh my god!
So like their design reflects their vision. Oh, it doesn't reflect their vision really well. So it's like, that might get delayed, y'all. You heard it from me. I don't know. They might have to delay that game because the complaints from it was going off. Bro, there was this one guy that roasted the game got roasted so bad. A Japanese player roasted the dev for the UI design. He said, "Dang, oh, you just upset that you couldn't work at Nintendo, so you have to work at Arc System Works. So that's how bad your UI design was." Like they were roasting that man. Like they were cooking him. But that's pretty much all I got to talk about.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see what else happens during Summer Games Fest. See what kind of news we get. I mean, because it's next generation. Like, it's literally the time to be showing your next games, whether they're gonna be crushing or not. You know, that's like the key. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if by the next episode of this podcast we've seen the PS4. We know more about it. Place your bets. How much money?
I put down money, but 2 months we'll probably have seen it by then.
See it or
July 9th?
I think that's
no,
like the
see it. We will see the box. We will see the box.
If they do a teardown, I guess.
I believe the June rumor.
I do too.
Of them showing something in June. Because I think they were going to do it at E3 anyway.
Yeah. Well, they weren't going to be at E3. During E3.
Or you know what I mean. You know, like the... Even if you're not at E3, like EA wasn't at E3, but they still were like at E3. You know what I mean? Like June is still that spot to do something big.
Exactly. Any last words, everyone?
No, I'm fine.
No, everything's...
We're good.
All right. Outros. The Phantom Donnie. All right, we'll start with Yaya.
All right, so Donnie, the young Jiggy Ninja, is out.
What's up?
We're doing outros.
Did you really respond to that? Go ahead, do your outro.
Appreciate you guys watching. Young Jiggy, we out the city.
All right, it's Yaya. You can follow me on my shows. You can just type my name in, whatever.
Y'all in the description. I'll put y'all in the description.
See, he cultured. Don't forget about his people. But yeah, Yaya, I'm out. another episode. We try to be more consistent, y'all. Since it's gonna be summer soon. I know it's been hard out here because work, school, stuff like that. But we're gonna try to be more consistent with these episodes.
To me now?
Shmam the kid, yes sir, it is.
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter. That's all I got. So I hope everyone has a great evening or day. You know, I don't know what time y'all are at right now, but it's evening for me. So hope you guys have a great night. Thanks for watching. See y'all in the next one.
Cool. Yep. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to leave a like if you have not yet. And PlayStation Now and Later podcast is out. See y'all soon. Peace.